Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Friday, August 11th, 2023. Before I click through all the charts, as usual, just want you to please click like if you haven't already. Also, become a Wicked Stocks YouTube channel subscriber and share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues. And please check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Apple report. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as two individual stock picks a week in 5 to 10 minute video format that you never see on YouTube, that cater to the 3 to 5 week out to the 3 to 5 month near term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stock picks. And we offer a 5-day free trial up front. So if you sign up for wickedstocks.com, you're able to check everything out. And if you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can bow out at no cost to you whatsoever. So let's jump to the charts. We did about 3 months ago close above this longer term channel top that is now at 169 even. That happens to be a 1 to 3 week target now, following the settlement a couple of days ago below this 179.62 channel bottom that stems off the January low. We closed below this on Wednesday, continued closing below it on Thursday. We certainly pushed above it on Thursday, but we backed away to close down on the day, closing below the channel bottom at 179.62, expecting that 169 even channel top I showed a moment ago over the next 1 to 3 weeks. 1 to 3 weeks would be by the end of next week, and it's really more of a 2 to 3 week target below 179.62. So working down today, 177.01, nothing more than Wednesday's pullback low following the July high, able to contain intraday weakness. And if we break or open today below 177.01, 174.59 is in reach where we can bottom out for the day itself. 174.59, nothing more than the high of a congestive range that lasted for the better part of 2 weeks. It can contain session weakness. There's nothing significant about it. It's just that given the distance we are from it now, and if we break 177.01, I do think 174.59 well equipped to contain session weakness. If we close today below 174.59, we should over the next few days actually test that targeted 169 even to 169.94 region, where once again we can bottom out through the rest of the year. And once again, 224.25 remains a long-term objective that I'm no longer expecting by the end of the year. We've got 4.5 months left. I just don't see that happening. We can and probably will fall to 169 even, as I say, over the next 2 to 3 weeks. From there, stabilize and then turn higher. So this could be more of a Q1, Q2 dynamic, or a time horizon objective following a test of 169 even. Now, certainly, if we close below 169 even over the next week or two, we just continue deteriorating into the lower 150s. This long-term rising two-thirds speed line would become the next big picture objective. But I'm not going to go there because there's no point in doing so. Options traders, I do want to speak to you because I know there are those of you out there right now. Continue daily settlements below 179.62. I do think that reaching for 169 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a few weeks is the play right now. If we close back above 179.62, I would suggest liquidating those out of the money puts. Now, in terms of upside momentum reversal, that actually would come with a settlement today above 182.19. And I don't see that happening, although it may. I will say that closing today above 179.62 should yield 182.19 on Monday. This is dropping at a pretty steep rate, and it will be converging over the next 3 or 4 days with the 179.62 level anyway. But at this point in time, and it might change a little bit, I will mention, for instance, 179.62 is the channel bottom, but the high of the low from Wednesday is 180.93. And so closing above 179.62, I don't see a good reason to be short this market as we move through the rest of August, and you could begin playing the long side. Closing above 180.93. Wednesday stays high. The high of the low is another sign of strength, and you may consider even buying more under that scenario. But honestly, in terms of line studies and momentum reversal as we move into later August or at least into next week, it would be a settlement today above 182.19. This descending 1/3 speed line able to contain session strength, and if settled above, actually reverses momentum through next week. The following, possibly 3 to 5 days, then likely to push into the 190.19 area. 190.19 can contain weekly buying pressures when tested, and we could fall off from here for a week or two, back into the upper 170s again, following such a move. But I could get back to the options trade. I just mentioned how holding below 179.62 maintains a 169 even 2 to 3 week target. You could consider buying 169 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least, I'd go a month out on that. If we close above 179.62, at the very least, liquidate that out of the money put, because I don't think you're going to see any gratification on that particular trade. And if we close above 182.19, I think it's a sign that you should reach for instance, 190 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a week, maybe two. And quite possibly, after having, and this is just a scenario, but after having closed back above 179.62, that is a rejection of a meaningful sell signal, coupled with the fact that we are bullish longer term anyway, above 169 even, closing back above 169.62, you may set up for a longer term bull move that could play out into September, October. Now, of course, I don't see this 204.76 area unless we close above, the 190.19 level. There we have it. But if Apple closes back above 179.62 today, no good reason to be short as we move into later August, and you could consider accruing a longer term long position, whatever that means. It might just mean buying the stock outright again, back above 179.62. And it could mean reaching for 205 or 210 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least 2 or 3 months, because I think that is what may be in play if we reject this sell signal from Wednesday by closing back above 179.62. Once again, closing above 182.19 is a buy signal on 3 counts. Back above 179.62, above the high of the low of 180.93, and of course above the speed line at 182.19. That is cause to go long, in my opinion, as we move into September trade. 190.19 expected within a week or two at the most. The 204.76 new long-term channel top, based in part on the lows from Wednesday, in reach within a couple of months of closing back above, just call it 182.19. And I think that really is all that needs to be said for today. I'm going to leave you with this image. No, I'm going to leave you with this image, because it has the intraday levels as well. That's all I've got for Friday's Apple Report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's Apple Report. You have a great weekend.